My siblings got millions from Dad's will while I got $1. Now they're begging me to save them. 3 weeks after we'd buried our dad, his lawyer announced something at the will reading that sent shivers up my spine. To Cameron, I leave $3 million, the vacation property in Aspen, and 1/3 ownership of the company. Cameron was my big brother, so this made sense. To Juliana, I leave $3 million, the downtown investment properties, and 1/3 ownership of the company. Juliana, my sister, started celebrating by jumping up and down. To Reed, I leave $3 million, the beach house in Florida, and 1/3 ownership of the company. Yes, whatever. I was patiently waiting for my name, for my share of the company, especially knowing that I'd been single-handedly running it for the past 2 years. To Thomas, I leave $1. Wait, what? I asked, unable to believe what I just heard. You get $1, the lawyer repeated, and I saw my 3 siblings starting to smirk. That was it? $1? There must be a mistake, I said. I've been running the company for 2 years. Cameron handed me the dollar bill, and then said, yeah, well, Dad only trained you because we'd need someone to manage it. You can stay on as an employee if you want. We'll pay you a salary. I sat there staring at that dollar bill, my whole body shaking with rage. 2 years, my health, my future, my entire life sacrificed for this company, and they gave me $1. Cameron pocketed his phone and turned to me. So, Tommy, we'll need you to stay on and run things. Us owners can't do the day-to-day stuff. Juliana nodded. We'll pay you a decent salary. Maybe 70 grand? They were discussing my employment terms like I was a stranger interviewing for a job. Reed snapped his fingers at me. Actually, before we discuss that, be a sport and grab us some coffee. We need to celebrate properly. That's when I understood. In their minds, I'd always been the help, the useful brother who handled the messy work while they collected profits. I stood up and yelled, I'm not your employee. Come on, don't be dramatic, Juliana interrupted. You still need a job and we need someone to run things. It works out perfectly. I looked at each of them, these strangers wearing familiar faces. You have no idea what you've inherited, do you? Dad was already struggling before he got sick. I'm the only reason this company still exists. Cameron laughed. It's a construction company, not rocket science. I walked to the door, then turned back to give them a warning. Your first payroll is due in 3 days. Your biggest client requires daily progress reports I've been filing. Your foreman only stayed because of personal loyalty to me. You have 3 months before this all comes crashing down. Reed called out, don't be ridiculous. We own this company now. Yes, I said. Good luck with that. I walked out, knowing exactly what would happen next. 3 months later, my phone rang at midnight. Cameron's name lit up on the screen. I almost didn't answer, but my curiosity won. Tommy, we need you at the office tomorrow morning. 8 sharp, he said, like he was still my boss. Excuse me? The foreman quit today. Took half the crew with him. You need to talk to him and get him back. His tone was annoyed, not desperate. He kept going when I didn't answer. Also, 3 clients are being difficult about their contracts. You need to smooth that over. And suppliers want cash up front now, which is ridiculous. He was literally giving me a to-do list, like I worked for him. Cameron, I don't work for you. Don't be petty, Tommy. We're offering you a position. That's more than fair for someone with no ownership. I could hear Juliana in the background. Tell him it's not negotiable. I don't care, I said. I'm not coming back. Cameron's voice sharpened. You have to. It's Dad's company. It's your company now. You made sure of that. Look, his tone shifted, trying to sound reasonable. We both know you need this job, and we need someone experienced. 100 grand. Final offer. No. Tommy, stop being difficult. Reed grabbed the phone. Get your butt in here tomorrow or we'll sue you for sabotage. Sue me for what? Not being your employee? He went silent at that. Cameron grabbed the phone again, his voice finally cracking. Tommy, please. We can't make payroll Friday. The bank's calling in loans. Now the panic was finally creeping in. We were wrong, okay? We convinced Dad you were too young for ownership. We met with the lawyer while Dad was confused from the chemo. So this was the real truth. They had manipulated the will to cut me out, not expecting to lose in the end. We'll lose everything if this company goes under. Our houses, everything. Juliana's voice no longer commanding. Tommy, we're family. You haven't been my family since you asked me to fetch your coffee, I said, and hung up. They filed for bankruptcy a month later.